Hello everyone, T-Rexatron here, and today we're gonna do something different. I know I would be playing Knockout City by now, but I thought about actually sharing with you guys something special I had done. Now, I know this is weird, right? Going straight into Mario Party 3 when I had that planned for October? Well, actually, there is something I'd like to share with all of you. It's something very special and I hope you all like it, but I'll just fill you in. So if anyone has any idea what Mario Party Legacy is, it's a YouTube channel, and basically you just, admire some events and games that they have made. And you see, most people would be creating events and boards just to either show the diversity in that. So what did I do? I created a board, Memory Loop. And this is very special because they were having a contest just to see which board would actually specialize in time. And whoever won that would receive at least a $35 Nintendo eShop card. I entered my board in Memory Loop just to show you guys what I mean by that. And so, I'll go over the ropes on this. This board here, it has a unique taste to it. It starts out by just going clockwise, literally, on a giant clock in the space-time continuum. Or just, the time dimension or something. I had no idea what it was planned for that background I made, but it's something I would have to expect from most other people who are experts at this. So, the way it works, it's kind of simple. You notice those little things on each circle? Well, that's because it's basically a memory. When I mean memory, I mean a memory loop. Only to show you guys what I'm talking about, it's kind of like a memory lane except you go around in a circle. And when you do that, you go through each Mario Party through time itself, 1 through 10, except each hour represents a Mario Party. And when you do that, you go on a happening space, and then you have to answer a trivia question based on that certain Mario Party. And what? Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Daisy get a star at the first turn? That is bull. That is bull right there. But let me get back to it. So anyway, you land on a happening space. You answer a trivia question based on the Mario Party you landed on. If you get it right, you receive 5 coins, but if you get it wrong, you lose 5 coins. And the trick to beating this board, it's just basically you have to memorize everything that you can about each Mario Party. And when you do so, you would actually be able to, memorize the certain time periods you had when nostalgia hit you. I also added a little shortcut in case you want to skip time. It is basically on the second hand, and you just go around to the hour hand. But if in case you just want to skip all that, you'll be missing out on the second Toad House and the blue space you'll probably miss out. But that's beyond me. Anyway, let's just get back on the board here, cause it does not look right for me. And I probably shouldn't have gotten a 10. I would buy a mushroom here, just in case if I actually do manage to get a star. And it happened again. Wow. But I'm sure you'll all get to know what to expect here. And like Daisy is going through, that's that's the perfect example of how my questions will be. But they're only limited to like 5 or 6 questions on each of these spaces, so you might have to receive hard questions, they might be easy questions, you just gotta know what's what. But now that I've talked about my board, let's talk a little bit more about the contest. So, it's basically, you know, a little bit of a hassle for me, considering that I was too impatient and I was only trying to get myself, you know, recognition for what I'm trying to do for my channel. And I'll talk about that during the end of the year, by the way. I only wish that I can be able to make something useful out of it and not just have to deal with anything that I wouldn't be focused on. Like for instance, I was promising all of you some certain event that was going to be happening, and I kept that promise. Just hope all you understand that. And here's another example. You know, if you all pause that, you probably know what the question will be, and what the answer will be. And you know, when I was making my board, I realized that I was only one of the few people who actually made it and not just procrastinated. Because I see a lot of people on Discord and they just say that they hadn't had enough time to finish their boards or make their events. So that's just basically the irony of it. I was one of the people who did it, but they actually waited too long. So the contest was moved afterwards to, you know, the day after today. So wait. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. She is so lucky to actually get a 10 here. Okay, back to me. So, anyway, I also told my friend Blue Gamer about this, and he also seemed interested in it. And I'll just tell you the truth here, he kind of needed a little bit of help with his board, considering that he needed to focus on the theme, which was time. So I helped him out, and if you wanted to check out his board, I am willingly able to showcase that in case if you wanted to be shown. Otherwise, I'd say that he would have to do it on his channel, and you would all see what we were trying to do for that contest. But that's what I'm focused on. A little bit of winning, but a lot more of just, you know, notability. Now let's focus on something else. I noticed that most people are just talking about a secret board on Mario Party Superstars, and I believe that's true. I know there aren't going to be 5 boards, I just know that there's just going to be 6 boards. Considering that, you know, how every single time that there's always like that hidden board you unlock, I bet it's going to be Bowser Land. Only just because you would know that Bowser would always have his own board, or some other character in that matter, depending on how you stand out. I mean, Bowser had his own board in Mario Parties 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and also 9 and 10. And Luigi had his own board in Mario Party 3, which is what I'm playing right now. But honestly, I'd say that we do need 6 boards instead of 5, just so everything will be equal. I mean, I wouldn't want to play just one Mario Party 3 board on Superstars. And if it was another board, I want Chilly Waters. Reason why, short, sweet, to the point, my favorite board, and it's also the board I can actually deal with. Despite the fact they're running snowballs coming all around ya. But other than that, you also would want to have to deal with... Okay, every computer player is getting lucky in this game. You just might want to have to deal with the fact that you may not have to be right about this prediction. I mean, obviously the Nintendo developers for this, I'd say good luck to them with that. Only because they only want to make a decent Mario Party board that's online, able to play with friends, and just actually a popular game. They messed up with Super Mario Party, but that's supposed to be a big change for everything. And I assume that most people will just throw their Super Mario Party cartridge either in the trash or they just hold on to it, but never play it until it gets completely dusty. So anyway, I'm also gonna have to let you guys know that I was planning to get my Wii U back. It's all the way from Florida, but I'll have to tell you about it later. But I will tell you a little bit about it. I'm planning to do a little bit of fitness. Depending on what it should be, I'm obviously gonna get Wii Fit U. And maybe I'll just record a couple of shots of myself actually doing some aerobics and a little bit of yoga and balance games. The only thing I need from most people now is support. Only because, you know, COVID hit everyone like a truck, and I'm the only kind of person who would want to forget about it. I mean, of course that there's still negativity going on, but I just only want to forget about that and move on. Focus on the future, you know? And by that, I just basically want to lose everything about what happened. I want to lose the weight that I had gained from that. I want to lose the fear that most people have from getting positive. And I especially want to focus on getting rid of all the negativity that most people have, just because they're all stuck in their own homes doing their jobs from there, instead of other people who are just doing their jobs in a warehouse or a regular store, only getting the risk of catching COVID. You still need to try and do the best you can. Wouldn't you say that to yourself? I mean, I would, personally. I just want to forget everything that happened to this point. I just want to start over. Which is why I made this channel. Just to forget everything that's happened from the past. But also to remember the past. Okay. Now, let's talk about... Why don't we talk about the Mario Party Legacy channel I was talking about? Seemed like a fair channel. Seemed pretty into Mario games, especially party games, just like me. I'd say that they're doing very successful, too. Did you also know that on their Twitter that they had a giveaway for 2 $10 Nintendo eShop cards? I was one of the winners. You can view the post over in the description below if you want to see it. I'd obviously want to thank them for giving me that chance to win. and I appreciate it. Also, this is a shout out to Mario Party Legacy. I hope you'll all watch that. But also, I'd say that they pretty much handle things pretty better than I do. I'm only up to at least 8 months on this channel, and I'd say that I hardly even reached any subscribers except for the views I got on a certain video, except for most of the other ones that don't get that much as the other one just because, you know, people are looking for memes and virals and all the other stuff that you wouldn't be able to find regularly on HBO Max. But that's something you all have to appreciate. Things don't come naturally, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't have to not enjoy it for yourself. The only reason why I really made this Mario Party board, I only wanted to make it just to show what I am capable of. And it looks like I'm going to be facing off against Daisy in a duel. You know, I'm not even sure if I'm going to actually win this Mario Party. I'm only playing it just to showcase you guys what I made, not what I was trying to actually win here. But even if I did win, it would have been a little bit of a hollow for me. Feels better to play this with friends instead. Although, I don't really have that certain application that other people have that supports, you know, an emulator that supports on Mac OS. Tried Wine, but it seemed a little complicated and all. Unless you all know any other kind of application I can actually play this with, I suggest putting it in the comments. But anything else than that would be nice, I guess. Anything else besides Wine or, you know, Project 64? Something that works with Mac, that's all I'm asking. Now, if you guys actually played this board right after the contest ended, how would you rate it? Not just by difficulty, but how would you rate it as a 1 through 5 or a 1 through 10? I'd just rate this an 8 out of 10 just because the music is a little too low. And if anyone can actually hear it, that actually would be what? Oh my god, I actually got a perfect score on that! Oh!
I'm the best!
Okay, like I was saying, as soon as you download this board here, why don't you just tell me how you guys like it? And if you liked it enough, that's really nice. Now I can use my lamp here, just to get myself a star, finally.
I got it!
Now, let's talk about something that I want to bring up. How would you guys think I should go about my playthroughs? I know I had a schedule going on, but when 2022 comes in, how do you think I should plan out for what playthroughs I should do? I know I only have certain days I can actually upload them, but I'm thinking about extending them to more than just 5 days. I was actually thinking about going from Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays to Mondays through Fridays. And yes, Tuesdays and Thursdays are available, but only during a certain time, so that would have to come in later. And I only need your opinion because I want to actually be able to move some stuff around just so I can show off more content and I can be able to share with everyone. He's got Baby Bowser.
Finish!
Yep, this minigame, you just always gotta make sure that you hit it on the exact second you want that item. That's the trick to this minigame. Now, as I play through this board here, I think what it's missing is a little bit of depth. I mean, most of you can clearly see that I haven't actually done a great work with the art, but only because I want to warn you guys, I'm not a good artist. Which is why I'm not an animator. So, now all of you know. But that's alright, because I think I actually wanted to hear myself say that. But just so you know, I'd say I kind of did a little bit of progress to this. Of course, I'm not trying to, you know, make myself seem less confident. I'm only trying to make things seem like it's going right. And that's all I'm just trying to say. I might as well just skip ahead, because I already know how it's gonna end out. So yeah, I'm only skipping ahead because I want to get this through. My board, it's not really that special, but it is something I actually was able to progress. And when I made this, I just thought to myself, you really need to work on the artwork. And I'm actually working on that. And I only hope that most of you guys appreciate my artwork in the future. If not, just check out my Twitter. You might see an example of one, featuring a couple of animators. And I know I haven't won, clearly, but you should know why. Yeah, earlier on, Luigi just got, you know, the Shy Guy space, and he basically got more coins than I did. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, you guys. I'm glad you actually liked watching this, and don't forget that the board, to download it, it's in the description. And, of course, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time in my next playthrough. See ya.